4 and Asian Cup, man, quarterfinals, man. I just, yeah, man. So we're gonna be having a guest coming on very soon. Um, and yeah, man. So we'll be getting started very swiftly. So just getting my video out there for you guys. Video. Hello, Barry. Can you hear me?
Yo, 80, give me a second, bro.
All right, all right. Yeah, we're gonna get started swiftly, guys.
All right. But that's actually better than Streamyard, you know.
Ooh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. Well, this is like basically my StreamYard hours expired, so that's why I've been using this as a temporary thing. So yeah. So
it was good.
That's what it says. Yeah, thank you. It's called Restream, so it's like a backup. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. We're gonna keep this around an hour because I think I have a party tonight I have to go to, so I can't do this for too long. So we'll do this around an hour.
Yeah, same, bro.
Wow, we both have. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, we don't live in the same country, so yeah, that's not gonna.
Yeah. It'd be funny if both of us were going to the same party. We didn't even know it until now.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. I'll be sharing my screen soon. So yeah, we're gonna start. So let's start with the Asian Cup first, since that was the earlier games. We'll quickly go through the quarterfinals. We'll also briefly preview the semifinals. Now, I know Barry, you probably haven't been keeping up to date with the Asian Cup as much as the Afcon, I think, right?
Yeah, I've been watching. I've been keeping up and watching it. I've watched the South Korea and the Australia one. Yeah, I've been watching that.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was one.
All right, let's start with the first game, which you got here. I believe the first game was Tajikistan Jordan. Now, for this game, I would say, I mean, I always knew Jordan would win this game, especially how they won against Iraq. But you got to give a good shout out to Tajikistan for making the quarterfinals. The first ever Asian Cup is an outstanding achievement, and obviously they did very well. Defeating UAE on penalties, which is UAE is generally a pretty good team, so you have to give them that credit. But yeah, I think the problem with Tajikistan is that they're not very clinical front of goal. I think that's the sad truth there, and because Barry, I was looking at their roster before the Asian Cup. Their top goal scorer, I think, scored 7 goals.
Wow. Wait.
Yeah. So
in only 5 games.
Yeah, like it was like very, very. Yeah, it was bad. So
Man.
I just knew, like, I was surprised that they even made it out of the group stage. Like, I think that's even an achievement in itself. I don't think many of us expected them to get out of the group.
Yeah, but for both teams to make it that far, I thought Iraq was gonna make the semis, but yeah, Jordan surprised me at the previous.
Yeah,
round.
Jordan definitely did.
Yeah, I thought Iraq was gonna make the semis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same here, man. Especially after defeating Japan. Like,
I was convinced. I was like, yeah, them boys making the semis.
Yeah, but I guess it just shows how tournament football is unbelievable. That like anything can happen, anything can happen.
Yep.
So you have to give massive credit. So I feel bad for Tajikistan because they lose out on an own goal, which is really, really unfortunate. To concede an own goal to get eliminated by that. So yeah,
but
I'm still not
in a way. Oh, sorry.
What were you saying?
Now, in a good way, like it's unfortunate that it happened because they had a great run, but also it's a good thing to reflect on the tournament and build up on what you have. It was the first time in the competition, and they made the quarters the eighth best teams in the tournament, so you can just build up on it and prepare yourself for the next one in 4 years.
Yeah, and hopefully we get to see either both of these teams in the World Cup. That'd be amazing. Although I think that might be a bit of a stretch.
That'd be a big stretch, but 48 teams, we never know.
Yeah, that's true. That World Cup is definitely getting expanded. There's definitely a bigger chance than 32, obviously. So,
yep.
Interesting. So, best of luck to Jordan, man. Of course, we'll be playing against South Korea in the quarterfinals, which we'll get on to right now. Australia won, South Korea 2, man. Wow.
What a game.
I'll let you go first, Barry.
I was convinced Australia because they were looking good for the majority of the game, but like South Korea, I don't know what is it. They look like they're on a mission, because previous World Cup we saw what they did, and but also Asian Cup, they want to show a good face. Son is on a mission because he's 30, he's 32. He's still a very good player, but the prime is soon to be ending. So I think this team overall, they're just giving everything they have to grab the trophy because they're so close from it. And they had an opportunity in 2015. They lost obviously to Australia in the final, so that's a big confidence booster for them.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And yeah, Australia, man, they should have killed off the game, man. Mitchell Duke, man, he missed that chance 80th minute, I believe. I remember quick in the last 10 minutes, he should have scored that. And I think there was another chance that Australia had to bury the game, and I think their goalkeeper Cho, I think, made like double saves, I believe, if I remember correctly. So yeah, and it's because South Korea, that first goal they scored that was disallowed, was a really good goal. That was a really well crafted goal. Unfortunately, it was disallowed because I think it was offside. And then I think what's it called? I think Australia capitalized on the South Korea mistake. They gave away ball in a bad position, and their left back puts a great cross in for Goodwin to score. And the South Korea man, Son Heung-min, man, he's on a mission. Like he won that penalty.
Yup,
You know
yup,
the way he bamboozled those players.
yeah, and maybe it might be their time because even last round against Saudi Arabia, I thought Saudi had them, but a clutch goal at the end and another clutch goal.
So yeah, like I said, man. So yeah, then obviously, I was surprised that Son didn't take the penalty, but I think there's this thing going on where you don't want to take if you win the penalty, you miss your penalty. I heard, so maybe that's why he didn't take the penalty. Is that true,
Yeah, and
David?
also like, but I think also when you're getting fouled, if it depends on also on the tackle and the shock that you had. If it's a big one, maybe you should let the next best taker to take it. But if it's not a big one, maybe you can take it. But it really depends on the mental state and physical state. It just depends on the moment also.
Okay, I think sure. No,
No, no, no. Yeah, yeah, it's
okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. So what were we saying?
No, no, it just depends on how you feel physically, mentally, and also the moment. He just got fouled, so I think he was just like, okay, I don't want to put my team in jeopardy just because I want to take the penalty. Maybe I should let the next best taker take it and give the team a chance to go further in the game.
Yeah, that's very true. And and then obviously scored that clutch free kick there in the 104th minute was amazing.
Would it kind of um which free kick like it looks because there's been a free kick that's been so similar. You know that Neymar one against PSG during
Oh
Madrid United.
yeah. It was kind of similar to that one.
Yeah, I had flashbacks of it. Like that looks very similar.
Yeah, yeah. So like I said, that was a clutch free kick, and so I just think
Yeah.
for South
Hopes.
Korea, man,
Yeah.
it was insane. And then obviously Australia, I knew it was over when they went down to 10 minutes. It was a stupid challenge, and
Yeah. Yeah.
O'Neal made
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and the South. I got it back.
Yeah. No problem. Now I hope South Korea will win it, man. It's been like, when's the last time they won it? Like 60 years ago. Yeah. Hopefully they win it, man.
Okay, sorry. What were we saying?
Nah, I hope South Korea will win it. The last time they won it was 60 years ago, I believe. That was a long time
Yeah. It
ago.
was like, yeah, 1960 was last time, guys. So that's really sad. Considering how good this national team is, we've seen so many good players like Park Jae Sung. And obviously, if you guys remember, South Korea made that World Cup semifinal 2002. I know it was controversial and everything, but still, like if they can make a semifinals of World Cup, they should be able to go on to win the tournament. I would expect, right?
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I mean for South Korea, man, it was amazing. And then they had some chances the second half, extra time to finish off the game. I think Son had a 1v1. I think Matthew Ryan saved it, I believe. And yeah, so Australia, man, they came close to. Matthew Ryan made a lot of good saves in extra time. I remember, and late in the second half.
Yeah.
So
But for every team, and especially like South Korea's case, the way they got into the semis, like you have to win it, man. There's no way what you did against South Korea, no, against Saudi and Australia that you can't win the tournament.
yeah, So, like I said, man, um, there's that.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. All right, let's go read some of your guys' comments. Like I said, guys, we're kind of rushing through because we're kind of run out of strap of time, and obviously, we could have done longer. We could have done earlier if the games didn't go to extra time. So, yeah. Desmond says hello. Desmond said Williams a legend. We'll get it to Africa. Matt Jones says hi. Hope I'm not too late. No, you're not. I mean, you're a little bit late, but it's okay. You don't have a lot.
We just started also.
Yeah. Buck says we'll be good if South Korea win it now. Yeah, I hope South Korea win it. They're my team. I picked them from the beginning of the tournament, guys. So, South Korea haven't won the Asian Cup since 1964. That stuff sounds crazy. It's actually 1960, not 64. Matt Jones says Australia was close to winning. That penalty changed everything. Yeah, I mean, for me, that was definitely a penalty. Like anyone trying to complain, like no, it was definitely a penalty. If possible, Australia should have defended a bit further forward. I don't know. What do you think went wrong? Do you think do you think Australia went too defensive, or do you think what do you think went wrong exactly, or do you think just South Korea South Korea were just desperate, so they did everything they could?
It's tough to say because for Australia, everything went south just quickly, And when you look at it, there's not that much mistakes that they've done. It's just like South Korea find a way with that penalty, but they should have also been a bit more composed after the penalty and went to extra time because, obviously the free kick was crazy, but the red card that was stupid, and that was the start of the downfall.
Yeah,
really.
I forgot to mention that.
But maybe there should have been.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but also, but also when you're up 1-0 and you still have a lot of time, I don't think you necessarily have to be conservative because you always want to chase that second goal.
Yeah, 1-0 lead is very dangerous. 1-0 lead is very dangerous. It's because when you concede, the momentum is completely against you. It's with the other team.
Yeah, unless you peak Juve defensively, you're never safe with a 1-0.
Yeah, and let's be we know Australia doesn't. Australia's not peak Juve whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, So I think for Australia, I think what they made a mistake was I think they should have killed off the game. They missed up too many easy chances. Like Mitchell Duke, he should have buried those chances. Those chances he had, and when you miss those chances, you're gonna get punished. That's just how football is. So you have to be clinical in front of goal.
Yep.
Yeah, if possible, Australia should have defended further forward. Buck says, I wonder if Uzbekistan gets to the semis. Some of the pens were woeful. We'll get to Uzbekistan in a bit. Master says 4-1-4-1 would have been a good defensive formation. Maybe they should have changed formations up. Like instead of going to 4-2-3, maybe a bit more defensive, I guess. I don't know. But the thing is, we saw with Saudi how good they were defensively the last minutes that South Korea were just going to find a way to equalize out of nothing, So I just think the big issue for them wasn't really being defensive. It was more so they didn't score to take those chances. They didn't convert those chances. I think that was a bigger issue, in my opinion. And I completely forgot to mention this, guys. Wong Gi-chan is the guy that won the free kick and a clutch that penalty for Son to score. That free kick for Son to score. So Wong Gi-chan also had a very good game. Scored the penalty and won the free kick. So shout out to him. Yeah. For South Korea, man, they got Jordan in the semifinals. I mean, it's going to be a rematch of the group stage where the two teams played against as a 2-2 draw. And you know what's crazy, Barry? I believe South Korea have scored a goal. And
what's up?
I believe South Korea have scored a goal after 90th minute in every single game except the Bahrain game.
Nah, if they don't win, man, I don't know what to say, man. You can't do all this and not win the tournament. Obviously, all best to all the teams remaining, but you can't do all of that and then not win the tournament.
Yeah, it just looks like all that was for nothing. So, and like I said,
pretty much, yeah, exactly.
And I think we both can agree that this is probably Son's best chance to win a trophy.
Yeah.
It's his career. So, and for me, those Asian games, it doesn't count
because obviously Spurs and
Spurs and
no,
yeah, and we're not counting the Audi trophy.
Well, with all due respect, with all due respect,
Like I said, man. So South Korea, they got Jordan in the semifinals. I think they should be fine.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, Tuesday.
And obviously they're gonna be the heavy favorites. And unfortunately for them, though, Kim Min-jae is gonna be suspended for that game due to yellow card. So that's a blow. But I think South Korea should have enough. I
Yeah.
think they should be able to do it. Of course, you guys will see my predictions video. I'll probably get out for you guys tomorrow, maybe Monday. I'll try to get out tomorrow, actually. But yeah, I mean, South Korea, man, they're the heavy favorites, and we'll see what they can do, man. We'll see what they can do in the semifinals. But anyways, let's go to the other side of the bracket. Oh yeah, one last thing I want to say before we move on. That Cho guy is awful. I'm sorry, that Cho guy's terrible. I still don't rate him. Yeah. I kind of want to see more from King Lee. He's also been kind of disappointing besides the first game. But, hopefully he comes up clutch the next game, I guess. We'll see.
Yep.
Wow. What's your thoughts of this game, Barry?
Man, like I think I see a pattern. Like for example, when you look at Africa, we had a great team in Morocco who made the semis. A lot of hype coming into the Afcon, and Japan also. I thought that I didn't think they will win. I had South Korea winning the tournament, but I thought that they would make the semis. But today was really surprising because even if you look at the whole tournament, they didn't look like they were the same good and dominant team that they looked like in the World Cup. They really never got into that rhythm. Even in the first game against Vietnam, I think that gave me the signs that okay, this might not go the way we we thought that it will go.
Yeah. And see, my thing with Japan was that all of it, well, firstly for me is that I thought that loss to Iraq was like as a loss that they needed. Sometimes if to be champions, you have to get a group stage out. We've seen with Argentina, Spain.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep.
like I said, like at Japan for me, like my big concern, my big issue was that, and I think someone told me in my Discord server, and I think I completely agree with him. I just think Japan is better as a counter-attacking team than a possession-based team. I don't think they can play possession-based football that great.
Yeah. But also I think when you look at because they were the big favorites, and when you and we all know this, you know this also. When you're like the favorite team, the opponent is gonna be willing to give you the ball because they know that they don't have necessarily the quality to go toe to toe with you, so they're gonna go on the counter and like obviously Germany, Spain, and I mean Costa Rica, not really, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're superior quote unquote team, so they were willing to have the ball, and Japan were willing to go on the counter. But now, since that they're the favorites and they have everything to lose, then you're basically Germany and Spain to Iran, Iraq, and Vietnam in that sense.
I think you cut off there.
Was it good now?
I'm sorry, my was connected for some reason. I think it's back good now. Yeah, what were you saying, Barry?
Are you good?
Yeah, I think it's
Uh,
good now.
Oh no, I was just saying that yeah, I was just saying obviously they're the favorites, so now they're gonna be the team who are gonna have to make the chances and really make something happen. While in the World Cup, it was Germany and Spain who were willing to let them have the ball. No, yeah, Germany and Spain were having the ball, so they were the ones supposed to create something, and Japan wanted to counter. You're 80. Yo,
Okay. My connection keeps.
is it my? Okay, I thought it
I
was
think
me
it's
for a
I think
second.
it's on my end, or maybe it's both of ours. I have no idea. But okay, anyways, just continue what we're saying. Sorry.
Yeah, hold on. Oh no, I was just saying that in the Asian Cup, they're the favorites, so their opponents are gonna be willing to give Japan the ball and make something happen. While in the World Cup, Germany and Spain were willing to have the ball and do something, and Japan wanted to counter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true. And the thing is, like, do you also think that the pressure is getting to Japan? Like, there's so much pressure for them because they did so well in the World Cup that they're like, do you think the pressure is there, or you don't think so? All right. I don't know what's going on, guys.
All right. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. So I think I asked you, like, do you,
Yeah, I was trying to. No, sorry, I was trying to figure something out.
okay. So yeah, do you think the pressure is getting to Japan?
Yeah. Um, I mean, maybe in this tournament it was the case in the beginning because the Vietnam was very surprising because obviously they were down 2-1 at some point, but obviously they got back into it 4-2. But I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily pressure. Maybe they're always a very prepared team, so I think maybe it's just the occasion. It's different. It's tough to say.
Yeah,
You know,
it's hard to say because
I didn't see that coming at all.
yeah. See, the thing is, like, I'm not. See, I'm surprised, but I'm not as surprised as many people are. Because like you said, Barry, they haven't really been that convincing this tournament. Like, they've just about getting the wins done, and they've been beating they're beating inferior teams that they should be beating, like Vietnam, Indonesia. These are teams they're expected to beat. You know, but when it comes times for
Yeah,
teams that actually can challenge them, like Iran and Iraq, I forgot Bahrain. Like this team is struggling. And what really made me surprised was how bad Japan were defensively. That was something I didn't see coming because I would say Japan were pretty good defensively. I mean, you would say they were good defensively in the World Cup, right, against Spain and Germany.
yeah, yeah. I'll say yeah.
So I just feel like for me, um, for Japan, I just feel like for me, I just think that I think Moriyasu is trying to. I think that formation just wasn't working. Like 4-1-4-1. They keep switching formations because I believe in the last game, I think they played the 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. And I think switching these formations and doing this kind of stuff, it makes the team unbalanced. You can't just keep switching formations like this. You have to stick with one formation, stick with it.
Yeah, but there's also like a rule in tournaments where you don't really change up the lineup, and because you need to really be prepared and know where you're gonna do the rest of the tournament. You can't really make adjustments left, right, and center.
Yeah. And yeah, for Japan, it was just really, yeah. And the defense was particularly bad. Morita scored a nice goal there in the first half. Great individual solo effort. I think he beat 4 defenders. And then Iran, man, they were stepping up. Osman puts a great press in from Mohibi to equalize. And then I think even Osman himself scored, but it was disallowed. And then obviously John Bakash
Yeah.
scored the penalty there at the end. And Itakura had a disaster game. He was so bad. Got a yellow card, gave away a clumsy penalty.
Yeah. But to be honest, like as much as we're giving Japan some criticism, like Iran, they've been really good, like
Yeah.
defensively and as a team, like very solid and just a good unit overall.
Yeah, and you know what made me really surprised is that they managed to do this without Taremi. Because I was even saying my predictions video. If you guys haven't watched my predictions, I was saying I could see Iran winning this, but I can't see without Taremi. And they actually proved me wrong. And you know what I realized, Barry? Sometimes without your
Yeah,
superstar, your team can do even better. Like Portugal won the Euros without CR7. So
yeah, we know that. Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, because obviously Taremi, we know him, Porto, but yeah, you're right. Like when you don't have that superstar, that main guy, it forces the team to really get together and really make the best effort.
yeah.
So yeah, kudos to Iran then.
Yeah, shout out to Iran, man. And this is because for me, what I've said with Iran is that this is a team that does really well, and like when it comes to football in general. But it's just for me, when it comes time for teams they're actually not expected to beat, they typically disappoint. They typically don't do well against teams they're not expected to beat. They're good against teams that
Yep.
they should beat. So I think this is incredible for them.
Yeah, big up to Iran.
Yeah, yeah. And also, by the way, I think Iran haven't won the Asian Cup since 1972. So it's also been a long time, just like Japan. I'm sorry, not Japan, South Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting, interesting. So let's go read some of your guys' comments, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to what is it
Qatar,
called? Qatar respect. Yeah, and then we'll do a brief
Afcon.
semifinal preview, and then move on to Afcon.
Yep.
Afcon, yes. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Japan never really got to go in this tournament, in my opinion. Yeah, I would agree, man. Japan
Yeah.
never really got going in this tournament. They were the clear favorites to win the Asian Cup. Yeah, that is true. They were the clear favorites. You know, Master said Japan could have won, but they didn't apply themselves properly. The World Cup and friendlies last 18 months. Japan looked improving side, but they've been big disappointment here. Yeah, that is true. And also another thing I realized, I want to say this right now. Just because you do well in friendlies doesn't have any indication you'll do well in the tournament. Okay, friendlies and tournament is completely different. So, because I heard a lot of people say Japan do so well in the friendlies and everything, and like I know they're beating up against teams like like even the European teams like Germany, I think Turkey, I think they
Yeah,
played against
they
like
beat Canada also in the friendlies.
yeah, but the thing is like friendlies and tournament is completely different. Like nothing like it doesn't matter. Even if you play against the best quality, even if you play against like the best team in the world, like Argentina, it won't be the same as a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't give this.
Yeah,
So
different
I
pressure.
think we're ready. Yeah, exactly. Plus, Ko Itakaro in this game turned into the Japanese Aaron Long. That's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh. Aaron Long is extremely bad, so I wouldn't compare him to that. But I can see a comparison being made, I suppose. Keeps going away, guys, for some reason. It's good now. Iran have been solid and got the job done. They might be getting favorite spouse. It's also crazy. Iran, for me, before this Japan game, they haven't really been like great in the tournament. Like they had that really good win against UAE. The Syria win was kind of bad. Then they beat Palestine, of course, which is to be expected. And then obviously they had a very bad, shaky win against Hong Kong. Now, while it's in the World Cup, it was up for debate whether it was a success or a failure. This was definitely a failure. Oh yeah, 100%. Like this is a failure for Japan.
Yeah.
I agree with you,
Even World Cup, there's no shame losing to Croatia. I'd say.
Yeah, I just think it was I just think Mats means a failure in the sense that they never made the quarterfinals before, so that was a great opportunity to make.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. Yeah, because they were very good in the group stage. Apart from that Costa Rica game.
Yeah, and I think many of us would agree that they were the better team against Croatia in that game. Like
yeah, for sure. Yeah, the penalties. Yeah,
it's just a lottery. But this Asian Cup, like, there's no debate. Like, this is a
yeah. Oh yeah, I thought they would. I mean, I say South Korea, but if it's not South Korea, that they're definitely the next one.
Yeah, like I at minimum should have been semis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think actually. Yeah, I got a question, guys. What is this like the worst Japan have done an Asian Cup before in the history? That might be, honestly. I don't know.
Like with expectations, yeah, it might be.
Yeah, in the 21st century, because I think my friend did told me that they went out of the group stage like the 70s and 80s. So obviously, but I think in the 21st century, this is probably been one of the worst. So, Suzaki hasn't been bad since the group stage. Yeah, I can't. You can't really blame Suzaki today. If anyone blames you, you're just being dumb. Like I don't think Suzaki was really.
It's just a total failure for the team.
Yeah. Master says I'm pretty sure Japan have played a 4-3-3. I don't remember Benarov making a single significant save. That is actually sad. That's actually sad. Balcomore says, since I never watched AFC Afcon, what's the quality of football? I guess we're on the AFC topic. So how would you describe the quality per se in Asia?
I think Afcon. Okay, we're not different. I think AFC is more tactical. I think Afcon is a bit more, let's say, fun, more vibes. But yeah, AFC is more tactical and just more the brain side of football, intellectually wise.
Yeah, I think I would agree. I would say for me, I think AFC might have. I think there might be more of the team aspect in Asia. I would say compared to Afcon. So I feel like you can tell the team is like there's actually like they play collectively well as a team. Whereas in Afcon, you don't have to play well as a team to win. Ooh.
Yeah.
So yeah, go right to Sammy and Alariza. Master John says I'm also happy for Jordan. How about the Japanese Walker Zimmerman? He also gave away a late penalty in Qatar. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think I know what Matt's talking about. He's talking about the Japan Qatar loss in the final. I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, I mean, I could see what you mean, but I don't know. I feel like Itakara had a worse game. Wait. So Itakara was the same player that gave away that penalty in 2019 final? Is that what you're saying, Mats? Wow, did not know that. Box says Japan's quarterfinals 2015 apparently lost to UAE on penalties. Yeah, I would say I don't know. Obviously, I don't know in 2015 because I wasn't watching football that time, but I'm pretty sure there were more favorites for this edition than 2015.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. There's a lot of quality like Qatar, UAE. I mean, not UAE, Saudi, Japan, Qatar.
Actually, to be fair though, Japan were the defending champions in 2011, so I don't know. It's debatable, but I would say this one was worse. I think they played worse in this tournament than 2015. Yeah. Korea, true injury time. Masters will win this time. Face blushing, smiling. Face blue, smiling. Hopefully, Sargis says Masters. My Japan shirt has gone to the laundry, even though I wasn't support them too much. No, not to my 2019. I'm talking about the game because that was in Qatar. Yeah, more hype for Japan at the moment. 2019 was in United Emirates. Yeah, I know. They played against United. I know they played in United Emirates, but I mean, like Japan played against Qatar in the 2019 final. That's what I was thought you mean. So yeah. All right, we're gonna get to the last quarterfinal. And yeah, we're gonna get the last one: Qatar versus Uzbekistan. And this was the only quarterfinal that went to a penalty shootout.
Yep.
So, what's your thoughts on this game, Barry? Because for me, I'm very disappointed. I wanted Uzbekistan, man. I wanted Uzbekistan to do it.
Definitely. It's like the Cinderella story. The still Cinderella team, the term I could say, alongside
Yeah,
Palestine. With like, we're not gonna get further into what's happening, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah. But I've like Qatar this tournament. I think they've been very good, and I had them in the semis when I looked at the way they were playing and the results that they were getting. But yeah, it was just a very good game, and you know how it goes with penalties. It's a lottery. Anything can happen. So it's unfortunate, but you know it's a good experience for Uzbekistan.
Yeah, I would say, in my opinion, I don't know if you agree with this. I think Qatar were the better team the first half. Uzbekistan didn't really do that much in the first half, in my opinion. That was a freakish own goal. The second half, man, Uzbekistan really rose. Uzbekistan came alive in the second half. Like Qatar were pretty underwhelming the second half. And then I would say in extra time, Qatar were probably better. So I guess three fourths, I guess like majority of the game, you could probably say Qatar were the better team. So, you know,
Yeah,
and Uzbekistan, man, it's tough for them on penalties, and some of those penalties were awful. Like I remember that. I think the last guy that took the penalty that got missed, he went straight down the middle, which was, um,
yeah. But you know what? Them penalties, like if you're shooting a penalty, where would you strike it?
actually, to be fair, going down the middle wasn't a bad idea, but I think he should have
Yeah,
gone like go top. You know, like don't go down. Like if that makes any sense.
yeah,
Like go
yeah.
up top.
Like in the middle or higher up.
Yeah, like it was too low. It was too low. See, I think
Yeah,
when it comes to penalties, you have to have both power and placement. I think that's both. You need to have a balance of both.
yeah.
Yeah, and then the Qatar miss. I think what was that? I think Ali. Yeah, Ali missed the penalty. It was so bad. He missed the target. He missed the target so quickly. So yeah, I mean, it was just sad, man. So yeah, I mean, it was interesting, man. Qatar versus Uzbekistan. Penalties got saved. Some penalties were awful. Some penalties were deep, good saves, and that's just how penalty that is, Barry. Like it's all about can you handle the nerves, because I feel like that's actually
Yeah,
the bigger
man.
thing when it comes to penalties. It's more about can you handle the occasion. It's not really how good you are as a penalty taker.
Yeah, cause like, I mean, it depends. Like, people deal with pressure a different way, and also like certain times, like I've heard like interviews of players saying like when you're shooting a penalty, you're just zoned out. You don't really understand no, you don't hear the crowd initially. It's just you and the goalkeeper. But yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, definitely. So, commiserations to Uzbekistan. They did really well, man. They got to the semifinals without the best player, Stromov. I don't know if you heard this guy. He's
Quarters,
like,
quarters.
yeah, oh yeah, quarterfinals. They got to the
Yeah,
quarterfinals without one of their best players. He was injured for the tournament, so they did a fantastic job. And yeah, you gotta give them credit, man. And for Uzbekistan, man, it was a tough for them. And for Qatar, man, believe it or not, guys, I believe it's the first time Qatar won against Uzbekistan the last few years or so. So this is great for Qatar to do this in the Asian Cup, because up until this point, I think Uzbekistan got the better record. But as we all know, guys, head to head doesn't really mean much. It's about just win now. And also, I forgot to tell you guys this. I think that was the first time Iran won against Japan in their history. I think.
oh
So
wow, bro, the
yeah, that's
curses
insane.
are getting broken, man, recently.
Yeah. Curses, man, curses. So we have our semifinal: Iran versus Qatar.
See,
Man.
Jordan and South Korea, I have a good idea that South Korea are gonna get it, but around Qatar, I don't know, man. It's like a coin flip.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Because honestly, I could see both teams winning.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
you can make an argument for both teams to win. So
Yep.
if it goes to penalties, that'll be interesting because both teams obviously had a penalty shootout. So
Yeah, maybe that would be the best thing to happen.
Yeah, then obviously the final will be on Saturday. Of course, you guys won't do a live reaction for that game, and unfortunately, we're also gonna have
Bro,
the Real Madrid. Yeah,
there's
Real
gonna be
Madrid.
so many good games at the same time.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, but we have to do a live reaction for the Asian Cup final. We just have to do
No,
it.
no, that's the first on my list.
Yeah. That's the utmost priority, man. It's every
Yeah,
4 years,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Everything else happens every season, you know.
Yeah, shout out Real Madrid. Shout out Real Madrid, Girona. I think Bayern and Leverkusen are playing the same
Yeah.
day.
That's also the same day.
Bro, nah, man.
I'm glad the Afcon finals not the same day.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a Sunday. Yeah, it's the same day
oh
as the Super Bowl. Also,
yeah,
like crazy.
yeah. There's also a third place game, which that's also there as well. But
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Hopefully, but you know what? I'm scared because Nigeria they've won the most third game. They've won the most bronze. So if I see those guys playing on Saturday, I know what to say.
oh, geez, we'll get to Nigeria. We'll get to Nigeria. Don't worry. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
yeah, yeah,
that Iran Qatar game. I'm definitely more interested in that game than Georgia South Korea. Like that's the
yeah,
tough.
yeah.
So
Like, it's a coin flip, man. I don't know who's gonna win.
all right, let's go ahead and read the comments. Uh, Brock says should have been Uzbekistan semis, but they bottled it. I mean, come on. Come on. Like Qatar were the favorites, man. You can't be this harsh on Uzbekistan. You know, like they did the best they could. They pushed Qatar all the way to the penalties, and you have to give them the credit, man. Because for me, Uzbekistan were hanging on the second half. Like Qatar had some good chances the second half, and the keeper made some good saves. So, like, I think it's actually incredible Uzbekistan took it to penalties. You know, but
Yep.
I do agree with you. Uzbekistan should have buried those chances second half. Like they squandered so many chances, but you know. Yeah, it seemed about equal in quality. The last pen was terrible. The first Qatar miss and the second Uzbekistan miss was awful. Uh, Qatar goalkeeper just sat there and saved it low. The middle just relies on the keeper to Ivy. Master says, "Wait, no, not Ali's miss, but the one afterwards that's skied." Oh, was it Afif? I think it might have been Afif then. Actually, hold on, let me check. Can I see here who missed? I should probably check this. Oh, it was Ali. Yeah, Ali missed it. Yeah, I was right. Ali was the guy who missed.
Yeah.
Uh, First time Iran had beaten Japan. Well, that's amazing to be fair. Yeah, I think it's the first time they've done a competitive game. Now, Iran might have beaten Japan at friendlies whatsoever, but in terms of competitiveness, I believe this is the first time. So, Iran versus Qatar semifinal will be a great effort for Western Asian football. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Afcon, man. There's
Bro,
only
I've missed it, man, because we had a couple of days of break.
yeah. So yeah, man. Let's talk about the
Okay.
first game we got here. Is Nigeria 1, Angola 0, man. Nigeria, man. Barry, you must be feeling happy, man.
Yeah, of course, because I mean, the thing is, Nigeria they haven't been necessarily amazing to watch. They've been just handling business, getting up 1-0 and just managing the whole game defensively. Like the defense, Ajayi, Trostekong, and Basi, they've been so good for us. And obviously, the attack. I mean, Osimhen, he hasn't been amazing, but one thing I'll give him credit is that he finds a way to disrupt the opponent's defense. Just his presence. Giving an effort to disrupt the defense and just giving a giving an edge. Because when you have that superstar player, even though he's not playing well, just his presence it gives an advantage. Because obviously Angola, as good as a collective they are, they don't have a guy like Osimhen, so that helps. And yeah, I think Nigeria, the way they've been playing, is like typical to the kind of team that went to tournaments. Good defensively, and they just had one guy that can give them goals. Like it's been Lukman so far, but maybe in the semis against South Africa, maybe it's gonna be Osimhen who's gonna step up for us.
Yeah, shout out to Angola. Angola, I thought had a good
Yeah,
game.
great. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, good
Yeah, they
game
had
and
some
great tournament.
chances. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mabalulu, I think had a great chance the first. I think he had a great chance like a few minutes of the game. I remember correctly.
yeah, and they hit the post also.
Yeah, they hit the post the second half. I did see that. And for Nigeria, man, they were holding on. And I gotta give Jose Pesero credit because this is a guy we've been clowning. A lot of people are probably clowning before the tournament began. A lot of
Yeah,
Nigerians
yeah,
probably as
yeah.
well. And he's smart, man. He changed his tactics to a three at the back, and you guys look solid defensively, man.
Yep. Yeah, kudos to
So
him.
Yeah, and it's like what is it called? I think I did an interstate with my friend. We were conceding a lot of goals with the 4 at the back, and then once I switched to 3 at the back, where our defense was so much better. So like it really does show how an extra center back can be a huge difference, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, for Nigeria, man, as I said, they got the job done. Bassi, man, IE, man, fantastic, and Luke, man, fantastic.
Yeah, bro.
And the thing with also, man, is that yeah, he's not been scoring goals, but he's at least trying. He's not like just doing nothing, you know.
Yeah, he's not a passenger.
Yeah, like I'd rather you try for the team and not score than do nothing and just sit there and just like, just wait for people to do something for you. Give the passes, like he's trying to do things on his own.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think the only negative I would say for Nigeria is that Sanusi guy. I think that's probably the only negative I would say.
Oh, bro. Oh my. I don't think I'm as harsh as other Nigerians. Like what they've been saying about this guy. Oh boy.
Yeah, and Matt's is a Porto fan, and Matt's I think is very critical of Sanusi. I don't think he likes him. Matt's correct me if I'm wrong. So like he's bad for his club and both bad for his country. Oh geez. But yeah, I mean, for Nigeria, man, as I said, you guys playing against South Africa. I think you guys played against the 2019, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Nigeria, man, shout out to Nigeria. They got the job done. And Nabali, man, and Nigeria, man, they're getting closer and closer, man.
Yeah, but gotta have it like one game at a time,
Yeah. Nigerians, man, think of one game at a time. Don't think we all guys already have won the tournament, okay? Because I feel like there's some Nigerians already think of this. So, take each game as it goes. Yeah, and for Nigeria, man, I actually want to ask you this one question, Barry, before we move on. Why is Iheanacho not getting game time? I feel like Iheanacho should be getting some minutes. I don't think he's that bad.
Yeah, I think so, but it's just one of those cases where we don't really need like offensive support right now. It's just a matter of the defense being solid, compacted the midfield, and just the attack do what they need to do.
Yeah. So yeah,
because I think he tried to, remember the first games where Chukwueze, Lokoman, and Osimhen, but it wasn't necessarily like. It was not great to watch offensively, so I think he's just limiting himself to Osimhen, Lookman, compact midfield, and defense, and Noabili as keeper.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let me read some of you guys' comments.
Yeah, and one last thing, sorry. Nah, we didn't play Angola in 2019. I have a blackout. We didn't play them.
Okay. Yeah, 2019. No, I actually did. You guys play South Africa? That's why.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did play. Yeah, quarters. Yeah, we played them in quarters.
So this time it'll be the semis.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not sure that Ali had to say, but the one after. Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you for correcting me, Matt. So Ali didn't sky his penalty. The guy that went after Ali skied his penalty. Okay. So thank you for correcting me. My bad. There's just too much to remember, guys. I can't remember all the games off the top of my head. I try my best, man, but it's difficult. It's so many games to watch. Masha said, imagine being a penalty shootout, hearing the Iran chant around the stadium. I would love to see Jordan get stuff on for Wali Al Qaeda. Yeah, that'd be nice. Master Channel says, Sanusi has been mostly bad this season. He could stay there. My guys at the Porta podcast in English have been harsher on him. Yeah, actually, that's the thing, though. If you're so bad, you're selected for the national team.
Lord only knows.
Yeah, do you guys not have options? Like, maybe that's why. Like, because there's no one else. Maybe that's why, right? Or you don't know, honestly.
Yeah, could possibly, I guess.
Okay, I think you cut off there. Wait.
Was it better now?
Wait, we go again? Yeah, it's better now.
Okay.
Yeah, what were you saying?
No, I said nothing.
Okay. Last season, he was decent backup. Okay. HKR says Iran. Yeah, we already discussed about Iran. So go. Feel free to go back to the stream. We're kind of having a rush into. We're kind of not spending too much time in these games because we're kind of busy for tonight, so we have to go some places. So we're not going to keep the stream too long. Plus, it's pretty late for you guys living in Europe. I think it's already midnight for you guys. I think.
Yes, like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. So we want to keep this like short and sweet. Around an hour mark is kind of like the ideal target. So But don't worry, guys. I'll put time to the description below, guys. So you guys can always check that out. Nigeria been efficient. I'm pretty sure about them getting to the final. Yeah, you know what's funny, Barry? Before this tournament, I was thinking that Nigeria would have a really good offense and really bad defense, but it feels like it's the other way around. Really
Yeah,
good defense and bad offense.
yeah, that's what we've been saying. Like it's like a complete 180.
Yeah, I feel like if you guys did play the four, I feel like if you guys did play the four at the back, you guys defensively probably been bad. So maybe your attack would have been better. So, but we know in this tournament,
Yeah,
it's more about defense. I'm going to say this right now, guys. In tournament football, defense is more important than your attack.
here's the foundation.
So, um, that's my thing. Uh, yeah, we already discussed Asia. Congratulations. Who do you think won the Asia Cup realistically? Well, I'm not going to change my prediction. My original prediction was South Korea, so I'm going to stick with them to win it. Yeah, that was my original prediction. So now, did I predict them to win this kind of? If they win this kind of fashion, that'll be insane. Matt Jones said, "Thanks. First half of the team couldn't make two passes. Second half was way different." Yeah, that was crazy, man. You know how like in the Champions League final, I think Zidane had that press. Zidane did that halftime speech to the players, and then all of a sudden, I think it was against Real Juventus. All of a sudden, the team
2017
looks different. The team looks completely different in the second half. So, yeah, Mali Ivory Coast so dramatic. Yeah, we'll get to that. All right, moving on to the later game, we got DR Congo Guinea, man. I'm so sad with Guinea. I'm really sad with Guinea.
Yeah, man.
I just think for Guinea they just lack the quality. I think that's as simple as that. I like
I mean, it would have been interesting if Girassi had been like 100% healthy. It would have been cool.
yeah, and for me that penalty, man, that penalty that Guinea got for me was not a penalty. I don't agree with that whatsoever.
Yeah, that was a bit soft.
Yeah, thankfully he equalized and Bamba scored a
Give me a second.
fantastic goal from the corner. All right, he scored a fantastic goal there. I'll get my thoughts and then once Barry's back, we'll allow him to speak. And then obviously the second half, a penalty was given. Now this for me, I thought was kind of a dive in my opinion. I don't think this was a penalty, but whatever the case is, I think Jennifer gave away the penalty. And then up step Wisa converts. And then that third goal was crazy. Masuko scored that insane goal from that position. Oh my god. And people are talking about bringing up the Chelsea thing. Oh yeah, I think I remember now. I think West Ham scored against Chelsea. I think it was last season, 3-2. I think the third goal was like that, if I remember quickly. Maybe you guys could get me in the chat. But yeah, I think for DR Congo, my issue with DR Congo is that, yeah, actually, what were you saying? Yeah, Barry, you're back. Hey, actually, let me wrap up and I'll let you finish. DR Congo, they're a good, solid team. Defense is good, midfield's good. I just don't understand why Bakambu is still starting.
Bro, Congolese, bro, they've been having issues with this guy, bro. Ever since that game against Zambia.
Yeah, and my thing is like, okay, one or two bad games is fine. But dude, like I don't think that guy's been good at all this tournament.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what's wrong. Like, and they have players like Bonza's available. This Bonza guy is fantastic. Like I don't know why he's not starting. This guy should be starting, in my opinion. Or if you at the very least, if you want to start Bakambu, at least start Bakambu and Bonza together. Like do something like don't just start Bakambu on the loan, So yeah, man, Barry, what's your thoughts on this game?
Oh man, like I mean, I have a lot of Congolese friends, so like I'm very happy for them, and also Guinea, like I half Nigerian, half Guinea, so I have sympathy for like my like quote unquote home country, but it was a very good game overall, but I think Congo, it's weird because they don't have that super because like obviously like you have Girassi for Guinea, Nigeria you got Osimhen, Egypt he had Salah, but it's just been a very good compact team ever since that game against how can I Egypt, they just find ways to win, man. It's very weird.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, guys? This is the first time they actually won a proper game because up until this point it's been all draws.
Yeah, three draws. Yeah, penalty shootout. Yeah,
because even penalty shootout's a draw too, by the way, guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you can technically say 4 draws.
Yeah, 4 draws, 1 dub, like Portugal.
Yes, dude. If DR Congo wins this tournament, it'll be insane. It'll be insane. Just to say this right now. And yeah, for Guinea, man, as I said, I just thought defensive. I just thought they just weren't good at all at that tag. Gurasi, I don't know why Grossi didn't start. Like I thought he was a fully fit. Like was he not fully fit for this game, or like was he still like partially injured? Or
Could have been because like there's no way you put him on the bench.
yeah, like my thing is that like at least start them together, like Bayo and Grossi together. And yeah, I really thought Grossi would have that be that difference maker for Guinea, but just no, it doesn't seem like. But I think for Guinea to get the quarterfinals is pretty good. They came third in the group, remember? So they defeated Equatorial Guinea, which I think a lot of people picked Equatorial Guinea to win. So that was pretty impressive for them to win, especially considering how they did in the group stage. So yeah, for DR Congo, man, congratulations to them, and Sebastian Deserbi, man. Fantastic job he's done as a coach, and yeah, his name is almost like the Brighton coach.
Yeah,
the last name
bro.
is
Deserbi.
Yeah, obviously, I don't think it's spelled the same way, but the pronunciation is the same. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to Guinea, man. They got the job done, and no, sorry, not Guinea. Sorry, shout out to DR Congo. They got the job done, and for Guinea, man, hopefully, yeah. And remember, guys, Afcon is next year, so like, it's not too far away.
Yeah, 2025.
Yeah,
bro, this is crazy. Weird, man.
Yeah,
summer.
During the summer.
Yeah.
At least not the winter. It'll be way too soon.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro. Damn. Yeah, a year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half. All right, let's see some of your guys' comments. DR Congo showing up. DR Congo have at least made my Zambia prediction partially right. In the sense, I've Group F second, reached the semifinal. Master said Bakambu versus Sasaki, who comes out on top. Okay, so you're basically asking who's worse. I would say Bakambu is worse because at least Sasaki bad in the group knockout stage. Bakambu's been awful this entire tournament, so I think it's
say Bakambu,
yeah. And Guinea, man. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to you about this. So in my Asian Cup, I think my quarterfinals I only got one correct, which I think was what is it called? Jordan. The rest of the other ones I got wrong. And then for the Afcon, I think I only got one correct too. Oh jeez, it just shows how unpredictable this is, So moving on to this game, man. Mali 1, Ivory Coast 2. Oh my jeez,
bro. No, yo, Ivory Coast must have like black magic, bro. There's no way.
I need to see Ivory Coast versus South Korea. I need to see that matchup. Oh my jeez, but yeah, I mean, for Mali, man. Oh my jeez, I feel so bad for them. I feel really genuinely bad.
Yeah,
because that first half they were so good. They were pressing as a unit. They were well organized. They were doing so well as a team, and they got a penalty. They got two penalties. Well, they should have got two penalties, in my opinion. At least one was given. So I think the first one they got like 4 or 5 minutes in. I believe it was an offside. I think it was offside, so that's why the penalty was given, right, Barry? Or yeah, right. I think Mali had a penalty. They were gonna get a penalty in the 5 minutes in the game, like 5 or 7 minutes. I think.
Yeah. They were supposed to get two.
Yeah,
really.
And I believe
if we're being honest.
Yeah, and I believe the reason why they didn't give the penalty was because it was offside, right?
Yeah, it was offside.
So, and then at least they finally got a penalty, justifiably so. And then obviously Casona did a terrible challenge. And man, this is crazy because this guy I've been rating so highly. He's been one of Bayer Leverkusen's best center backs, and he had a stinker, man. Gave away a penalty. I forgot who actually won the penalty from Mali. Because do you actually remember? I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot also.
Yeah, I know Adama Traore took the penalty and Fofana saves it. I was like, wow. Ivory Coast just got let off there. And then Kasuna makes another reckless challenge. Like, bro, like you just committed a challenge earlier. Why are you making the same challenge again? This is just dumb.
But like I think that equalizer to make it 1-1, bro. That was crazy.
Wait, let's build it up to there.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So that Kasuna second yellow, man. Now maybe he made a second yellow because it was like a tactical foul. Maybe he was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why. But still, man, you can't do that kind of challenge, especially when you're already in a yellow. Especially when you're already in a yellow.
That's the only explanation here. Because
so, and then obviously gets a red card, and Ivory Coast are down at 10 men, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be really tough. But part of me thought that Ivory Coast could push this to penalties.
Yeah, because they've been just finding ways after that Equatorial Guinea. They've just been finding ways.
And for me, I think that Senegal game was really impressive. To beat the defending champions like that
Yeah,
was impressive. You know, in that kind of fashion. Because let's be real, Senegal were the heavy favorites for that matchup.
yeah,
So
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah,
yeah, and then obviously, I think Mali had a great effort in the 50th minute to go, and then they just couldn't convert. And that's the thing I say about this Mali team is that, for me, I think this Mali team is kind of somewhat a little bit overrated in some sense that they're a good team, but their attack is not good enough. I'm sorry, their attack is not good enough, and that midfield is crazy. Like Haidara, Basuma, and it was crazy. Basuma didn't even start this game, and Mali was still looking great midfield wise. Yeah, the Samaskio, Koulibaly, and then they scored that wonderful goal, great goal there. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, surely
yeah.
Mali's
This
gonna
is
win this, right?
over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, the substitutions were made, and Simon Ndingra scores a nice goal right before the full time, and I'm like, oh my jeez, was like,
yeah.
yeah, actually, was that the last minute of the game?
I think it was the. Wait, hold on.
Let me see if we go.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was the 89th minute. Yeah, the last
Oh
minute
my
before
jeez.
before extra time.
Jeez, oh my. Okay, well, technically it wasn't the last minute because there was like 8 minutes
No, no,
added on.
yeah, of regular time.
Yeah. But still, like to score that kind of goal in
Yeah,
that manner, like in Dingra, man,
yeah,
fashion
because it was
crazy,
the
man.
it was a deflection from Fofana's shot, and then yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
I think when I was watching, I was like, okay, did Fofana score or Dingra scored? And it was actually a Dingra that scored.
Yeah, it
So
was a
it kind of looked like,
deflection. Yeah,
yeah, so that's probably why. And then they brought in Yves Basuma at and then obviously I think Ivory Coast had a chance and they hit the post. I think Howler hit the post. I think, and then they score
yep.
a late winner in Diakate. Oh my jeez! I thought it was
Nah, that
Fofana that scored that second goal.
yeah, this is like Real Madrid script, bro.
And then obviously Diakate got a red card for the celebration, second yellow. I don't like the yellow card for celebration. I really don't
Nah,
like it.
yeah, nah,
Unless
but
yeah,
it's a
unless you're
dumb
like
rule.
provoking. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what was
Nah,
it?
but it's a dumb rule for like sponsors and all that. I think it's very dumb.
Yeah, unless you're like provoking, like making chants, those kind of stuff. Then
Yeah,
basically doing unnecessary stuff. Then yeah, I would probably agree. But like if you're just like celebrating, taking your shirt off, and you're like happy, like that shouldn't be wrong. Like
yeah. There's nothing wrong. It's just like it's euphoria.
yeah, basically don't overdo it. Like if you overdo it, like you like do some dance moves and provoke the fans. Of course, that I don't agree with. That should be yellow. I don't think I've
Mm,
seen people do that though. But of course, actually, yeah, some players do that, but it's really rare you see those kind of players do that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So and then Hamura Traore got a red card at the end. I think it was like some kind of fight at the end. So yeah, yeah, man, for Ivory Coast, man. Because like I said, like you said, Barry, like in terms of logic, doesn't make any sense. You go down to 10 man, and you still find a way to manage to win. Like it's just unbelievable. Like it feels like a fairy tale. Like for them to get out of the group stage and by the skin of their teeth to barely scrape through, and then to beat Senegal penalties, and then
yeah.
to beat Mali
Madness,
penalties.
madness.
So
But even so, like kudos to Ivory Coast because even despite of everything that was happening, like they were still like, look, we can still win this. You know, even in extra time, they gave 100% to trying to find a way to win.
yeah, and you have to give credit to Faye, the coach, man. He's done a great job with the team. Interim
Yeah,
coach, he's done a great job, and he's made the team to where they are. So and what's also interesting with Ivory Coast, like the squad that they have is unbelievable. They can bench Sangare, they can bench Amina, Boga. Like this is unfair. Like the depth they have is unbelievable. Because like in terms of squad depth, I think they might have the best squad depth in that tournament. So, um, and this is insane, man. So, you know, and yeah, I don't know if any has. Correct me if I'm wrong, Barry. Has any interim coach came in mid tournament and actually won the tournament? Because
I
I know
don't think. No, I don't think so, man. Because it's interim. Like I remember when it was Zidane was like the halfway manager. He was he was the definitive manager. It wasn't interim. I think it's the only time.
yeah, and obviously Di Matteo, but I'm talking about for international football. Like in
Oh yeah,
international, why don't they?
nah, I don't think so. I mean, I'm gonna look it up, but I really doubt it.
Yeah, that's insane, man. Like international football, because in club football, it's not as I mean, it's crazy still, but it's not as surprising international. I think international is more insane. You know?
Nah, internationally, this is it. Because even when I look at club football, like UCL last season, it wasn't all that. Conference and Europa were way better.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, crazy man, crazy. And
But
so
Asian
Ivory Coast.
Cup, Asian Cup, wild, Afcon, wild. Can imagine Euros and Copa
Yeah,
America.
that. Yeah, Copa America as well. And then we also have the Olympics this summer as well. Damn, it's too much,
Yeah,
man. All
2024,
right.
man.
Yeah, at the final quarterfinal match we got here is Cape Verde nil, South Africa nil. Oh my god, I feel so bad for Cape Verde. I feel devastatingly bad.
Bro, 25 shots, 2 on target. Oh my.
Yeah, it's really sad, man.
But
Really,
those
really sad.
penalties, bro, as much as most of them sucked, bro, this Williams guy.
Yeah, and you got to keep in mind, guys. Okay, let's start from the beginning, man. So
Okay,
Cape
yeah.
Verde, man. Yeah, so I'll be honest with you. There wasn't really a whole lot of chances for me, at least until like the second half. Like I don't remember any from the
Yeah.
first half. So second half, that double. Do you remember that double save? That save right
Yep.
at the end.
Yep.
I think Cape
Yeah, yeah,
Verde.
yeah. Yeah, that's the
William made
main
that insane save.
that's the main thing I remember from that game.
Yeah, and then extra time. I think Vazana made a very good save on South Africa. They had like a double save, I think.
Yep.
Um, and then yeah, I don't really remember anything else, any other chances. I think that's about it.
Now it was
I,
kind of a dry game for like the first 90. Extra time was a bit interesting because both teams had chances.
yeah, and yeah, Bebe, man. Oh my God, Bebe was a disgrace. Oh my jeez. Oh,
Oh, not only in the penalty, but this guy was shooting from every single angle possible, and he
like
wasn't even on target.
have some composure, man. Come on, like like have
It
some
was,
composure. You don't just go just like I understand he wanted to score, but you have to have like some kind of like you can't just like you need to have some technique. You know, you can't just like go
yeah,
from anywhere.
wasn't even on target.
Oh, and he was like he was shooting like from 40 yards out, I think.
Yeah, yeah, like crazy, some crazy stuff.
Yeah, and then it was so weird, like because I think the Cape Verde coach he was like taking out their best players like Ryan Mendes, Montero, Cabral, Rodriguez, these kind of players, and like they're your best players, I think. Especially Ryan Mendes, he scored the penalty I think against Mauritania, and that was just a bad call to take him off, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then for South Africa, man, the goalkeeper man Williams came up clutch. Williams came up clutch, made 4 saves, and by the way, guys, let's give some Cape Verde some respect here. This was the first time they ever did a penalty shoot in their history. So maybe we shouldn't be that surprised.
Oh man, just what that quarter round, man. These quarters, bro.
Yeah, and yeah, it's really sad for Cape Verde because they've never played in a penalty shootout before, so this was unfamiliar territory for them.
Yup.
And, yeah, and this is the best they've ever done because 2013 was the last time they made the quarterfinals, so they couldn't have this. They have never made it past the quarterfinals. And for South Africa, I believe it's the first time they made the semis since I think 2000.
I
So
believe so. Yeah, sure.
yeah, that's insane, man. That's insane. And unfortunately, guys, we're not going to have a new winner of the Afcon. All the teams I've won it before are still in it, and all the new teams I've never won it are all eliminated. That's really sad.
I mean, Nigeria, I've won it 3 times beforehand.
Yeah, but yeah, that would
Congo
been
has
awesome.
won it.
Yeah, Congo's won it. Yeah, and I
Cote
think South Africa's
d'Ivoire.
won it
Yeah.
once. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
South Africa won it once, right? Or
Yeah.
is it
No.
twice?
No new time winner. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really unfortunate, but that's just how tournaments are. But I think this is still amazing. We got 4 new
Yeah.
underdogs in
Yeah,
the
bro. Yeah.
quarterfinals.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a wild one. Maybe it would have been a bit boring if like the teams that we felt were gonna make it, like I'd say Senegal, Morocco, maybe Ivory Coast. Like people had them going far, but not the way that it happened.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
like Cameroon. Nah, not Cameroon, but yeah.
Yeah, Cameron's boring, man.
Yeah, yeah, they've been yeah. So
So
semis predictions.
Yeah, but let's give a quick thoughts of the semifinals, and then we'll read some comments. I'm not gonna get my predictions video stream. Obviously, you're gonna have to wait for my video that'll be coming out. I
Oh
think I'll
yeah,
do
yeah,
it on
yeah,
Monday.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can give your brief thoughts. So Nigeria, South Africa, man.
Ooh, nervous, bro.
I just realized both defense have been amazing this tournament.
Yeah, it might go to pens.
Yeah, it could go to pens. It might go to pens.
I mean, I see 1-0 Nigeria or pens.
Yeah. I feel like this could go 1-0 for either team or go to penalties. I feel like it could very well happen.
Yeah.
So, at the Ivory Coast, DR Congo, man. I feel like this might be a goal. I feel like this might be a goal scoring fest. I feel like this might be we might get a lot of goals. I don't know why.
Like,
I just have
it might be vibes.
Yeah, because I don't really trust Ivory Coast defensively, especially because Sono's not going to be available. Of course, I think they're going to have to start. Are they going to start boldly in the semifinal?
Yeah.
So, that'll be rusty, and obviously DR Congo defensively, even though they've been solid, they haven't. I feel like Ivory Coast attack is going to be a big challenge. So, and we might get a repeat of the group stage in the final. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Or we're going to get a South Africa, DR Congo final. Or we could get DR Congo, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, South Africa. I don't know. It kind of makes me think with the World Cup 2022, in the sense we have like two heavy favorites and we have like two underdogs,
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Let me read some of your guys' comments.
But 80, I'm gonna have to go now. I need to go to the party also.
Yeah. I'm gonna be wrapping up. I'm gonna be wrapping up soon. Actually, can you stay on for a bit? We're gonna be we have to like a few comments to go through. Like it'll take.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it short, sweet. I hope the African players of the relevant clubs are able to reject playing at the Club World Cup instead at Afcon. Yeah, play the Afcon, man. Afcon's better. Club World Cup.
It's way better, man. Nobody really cares about club football like that during January Afcon and AFCON.
Yeah, Matt Jones says Ivory Coast have 3-0 and 3-0 win against North Korea. Wait, what?
Wait, where did North Korea get into this?
Yeah, have Ivory Coast never been in North Korea in the history? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, man. Please explain yourself. The equalizer. What a moment! Everybody lost it. Yeah, dude. What? I was going crazy, man. I'm sure, if I did a watch along, my reaction would be like, "Oh my god, wow!" I would have gone so insane. Oh man, I would have enjoyed that winner more if my stream didn't lag at the wrong moment. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was watching the stream and because I had to, unfortunately, and here in America I have to watch the illegal stream, and unfortunately, my stream kept buffering. My stream kept loading, and it's
very legal, very legal.
Oh yeah, very legal, illegal. Sorry, illegal stream.
Yeah, very legal. Yeah,
legal. Sorry. Yeah, legal. Today, do you feel African or Asian? I don't think we should answer this question.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know my ethnicity is Asian, so I guess I'm Asian. So I guess that's my answer. Do you feel African or Qatari? Okay, I'm not going to answer that. The plan for African football after that: March 2024 Afcon preliminary qualifiers and friendlies, June 2024 World Cup qualifiers, November Afcon 2024 qualifiers. Yeah, there's a lot of football coming out for Africa. Just not even just tournaments, like all the qualifiers is the same. Mali versus Ivory Coast earned me up full marks of Sammy Kiani's Afcon prediction league. Yeah, it's crazy. Me and Matt's predicted the same score, but Matt's predicted after extra time. I predicted after full time. So, Matt's, man, you're lucky, man. You're lucky. Bebe rekindling his Man United form. Was he that bad for Man United?
I think, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Man. The women's Afcon is also this year. Oh, yeah, the women's Afcon. Oh, I actually just realized, guys. I think South Africa defeated the women's Morocco team in the Afcon as well. So, oh man, Morocco, man. Oh, this is bad. Of all four teams, I'm most confident Nigeria winning. Cameroon women are also imploding. They lost to Kenya in the first round of the qualifiers. Really, Kenya? Oh my word. Oh, jeez. As well as missing out on the 2023 World Cup. Yeah,
man.
One last thing we're going to head off is none of the teams that are in the Afcon None of them qualified for last year's World Cup. None of them qualified for the World Cup last year. And none of them even made the quarterfinals, I just realized.
Man. Yeah, but
So
wait, how many African teams are going to be in 2026?
I think it'll be 10.
Ah, man. Not unfortunate.
So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. Please remember to like and subscribe. Let's see how many likes we got up to today's stream. We didn't get a huge turnout. I think it'll be people that watch the replay, so we got to have 6 likes. So yeah, like I said. Okay, last comment from Matt, so we're gonna head out. So you mentioned how you like to see Ivory Coast and South Korea play. I mentioned that Ivory Coast beat their northern neighbors in the World Cup. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the stream. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe. Make sure you guys comment about thoughts, comments below if you're watching the replay. And yeah, of course, there'll be links in the description below for you guys to check out the platforms. And yeah, make sure to become a member of the channel. You access member streams. And yeah, by the way, guys, last thing I want to say, I did a video before the tournament for members that are Morocco and Japan getting overhyped. And guess I was correct.
Lo and behold.
So, yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.